Tony Tormenta. Antonio Ezequiel Cardenas Guillen, known as Tony Tormenta, had taken over leadership of the Gulf Cartel after his brother Ociel was arrested. But at the same time, Los Zetas, once the cartel's armed wing, had broken away and turned into its deadliest enemy. Tony commanded his own private army called Los Escorpiones, a squad made up of ex-police officers trained in heavy weapons and brutal tactics, so brutal that he caught the attention of the Mexican Marines. For months, they tracked him across Tamaulipas, nearly catching him several times, but each time he escaped, protected by convoys of gunmen and armored vehicles. By late 2010, however, the government made his capture a top priority, and Matamoros, his home city and stronghold, became the main battlefield. On the morning of November 5, 2010, more than 660 Marines, backed by helicopters and armored vehicles, surrounded downtown Matamoros. Roadblocks went up, cell service was cut, and power went out in parts of the city. For hours, residents hid in fear as gunmen fought openly in the streets. Gulf Cartel sicarios hijacked buses to block military convoys, snipers fired from rooftops, and over 300 grenades exploded during the clashes. By the afternoon, the Marines had located Tony in a downtown building. Helicopters fired from above, and the military pushed through. As they got in, they eliminated Tony and several of his bodyguards. Across Tamaulipas and beyond, new roadblocks, grenade attacks, and shootouts erupted as news of his death spread. Los Zetas celebrated, hanging banners mocking the Gulf Cartel and inviting Tony's men to switch sides. El Mexicano. By 1989, Gonzalo Rodriguez Gacha, also known as El Mexicano, was one of the most feared leaders of the Medellin cartel. But by then, he had gone to war with almost everyone: the Colombian government, the DEA, the Cali cartel, FARC guerrillas, and even old allies in the emerald trade. His empire was falling apart, and his enemies had started working together to bring him down. The final hunt began when a police informant, secretly working for the Cali cartel, revealed his location. The police traced him to Cartagena, but he slipped away by boat to Tolu with his son Freddy and several others. Unfortunately for him, one of them was the same informant still passing information to the authorities. On December 15, 1989, 2 military helicopters carrying elite police units launched the attack. And at first, Gacha and his men tried to hide by dressing as farm workers. But when helicopters circled overhead, they ran to a red truck and attempted to escape. A running gunfight followed across the countryside, until, near a group of trees, some of his bodyguards and his son Freddy exchanged fire with police and were killed. Gacha, with one bodyguard left, kept fleeing in the truck until they abandoned it and tried to escape on foot through a banana plantation. Cornered and wounded, Gacha fired at a helicopter with a German submachine gun. His shots gave away his position, and the police answered with bursts of machine gun fire from above. A bullet struck him in the leg, bringing him down, and moments later another hit him in the face, killing him. 2 days later, on December 17th, thousands of people gathered in his hometown of Pacho for his funeral. Estimates put the crowd as high as 15,000.